Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bad Luck Kitty, or you can call me Kitty. Today we are talking about, are relocation services a scam, and why I do not offer relocation services. It seems like as soon as a person becomes a YouTuber about their move, they naturally find other avenues of making money, right? Because as we all know, YouTube does not pay a lot of money, okay? So with that in mind, and one of the popular ways for expats, travelers, people that go abroad, is they turn their travel into money, whether they become travel agents or consultants, relocation specialists, realtors, language specialists. Everybody has something that they do, right? However, we've noticed that we ain't noticed nothing. I think we have. However, I have noticed that as soon as a person feels like, oh, if I can do it, anybody can do it, then all of a sudden that becomes the guide for, I should turn this into a business. And then there comes the lack of business acumen, in addition to the lack of full knowledge, right? I've moved now twice, technically, you could say. Once moving from the US to Mérida and moving again within Mérida. Each move was so different. One move was done January 2022, last move August 2023. And in those 20 months, oh my God, things have changed, right? The dollar has plummeted, the peso has increased, the requirements for documentation, the climate around renting to foreigners has changed. You know, things have changed. A lot has changed and gone on. So will I say that relocation services in particular are a scam? No. Will I say some people offering relocation services are scammers? Yes. This is not targeted at one person. So if you feel like this shoe slides on your foot, baby, you got to look at some internal focus. This YouTube video comes from the fact that I make YouTube videos, and then it's the automatic assumption that I offer relocation services. I did very briefly offer consultation services, and I no longer offer those. It was about 30 days, and I realized I don't want to deal with people, and a lot of people have unrealistic expectations about moving abroad, in addition to the cost of moving abroad, in addition to life actually here and dealing with things here once they get here, as well as a mindset shift, okay? As well as dealing with people's traumas, fears, and projections. I don't want to deal with that. So I identified that consulting was not for me. Relocation services are definitely not for me. It is 10:26 a.m. at the time of me recording this. I woke up this morning, took a swim, worked out, made breakfast, snuggled with my puppy, and then decided after I answered a couple more messages on Instagram that I need to make this video. I need to let y'all know that I will not be doing any relocation services. I'm working on getting some digital products out. That's the extent of it. I'm a writer, so I feel like that's okay for me. However, me offering full relocation services, that will never happen. There are some people who do offer great relocation services. Some people may feel that their prices are very high. And I will say, I don't know if they're charging enough. Listen, I'll be straight up honest. I know people that offer relocation services, you know, helping find a place and, you know, finding immigration and getting contact. I don't know if they're charging enough for what they go through with people. You could be the easiest person to work with, and you may think, oh, no, it's not, you know, it's overpriced. I just need a little help. When in reality, there is somebody who is probably 45 to 55 times worse than you that person has to deal with. And that's probably why their prices are so high. And moving here, I was like, that's crazy. You could just watch YouTube for everything. And there is, and that's the beauty of it, right? You don't have to pay for relocation services. You really can watch a YouTube video, I'm gonna say, for almost everything. And if there's not a YouTube video out there, if you go into one of the Facebook groups, please be cautious of what Facebook group you go into. You can ask a question and somebody can point you in a direction of those services. I know that there are some people, Miriam Davis for one, she helps with the immigration portion of it, and her prices, I feel, are more than reasonable for the help that she offers, right? So for immigration services, people will often recommend her, right? Because she's straight to the point, she's thorough, her work is good. She did it all herself the first time. So her coming from that perspective is really great to help people along the way, right? So you have things like, you have the Facebook groups that you can go to, and if you don't want to pay somebody $1,000, $2,000, $2,500 to help you with your relocation services, you can use the free resources that are out there. In regards to people being scammers, I think, again, I have another video where I talk about people selling their spiritual gifts. Relocation also kind of falls in that realm of people selling things just because they need to survive. Okay, people just selling things like, oh, if they'll pay this person $1,000, well, I'll charge $800. But at the same time, they don't have the same skill set, they don't have the same knowledge, they don't have the same connections. They're literally charging you, honestly, based on your fear. Really, they're charging you based on your fear. And we have the automatic assumption, well, if they're already there, boots on the ground, they know so much, they've already gone through it, when in reality, everyone's situation is so different. I think that's the plumber. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm waiting on the plumber. So, there are just certain things, that go into when you look for a relocation specialist. First thing I would look at is, how many people have they helped? And the people that they helped, what are they saying about them, right? If you mention that person's name, what is the review, right? What is the general consensus about that person? Now, keep in mind, there's going to be some haters. There's always going to be a hater. But what are people that help this person? What are they saying, right? Step one, right? Not depend on that person, what they're saying, but what are people saying about that person? Two, what are they actually offering? And if they're offering things, are they things that you realistically need help with? Or is it something that you can do yourself? And I know it's so stressful moving. You kind of just want to, if I could hire somebody and they figure it out. But are they really shopping for you with your best interest in mind? Or are they trying to turn over clients, right? How fast are they turning over clients? Are they sticking with them to the end? Are they following up with them? Are, what all? Is this a start and a stop? Like, you got 72 hours, and if it don't work out in 72 hours, I'm done with you. Kind of figure out timelines on that thing. Also, look at if you feel like you're going to mesh with that person's personality, right? I have been called Friendly Mickey. I know I'm big extrovert. I know a lot of people kind of get along with me typically. So people feel like I would be a good relocation specialist, but I would not be a good relocation specialist, only because I'm just chill, I'm cool, I'm fun, but I don't want to do the work, right? So look at that person's personality, right? Is this person have similar interests to you? Would they be shopping with your family's best interest in mind? Are they the person that wants to offer low budget services per se? Like, oh, you just need to get a place and get in there and get for the lowest price and then figure it out? Or are they a luxury, relocation specialist? Are they going to get you into the high-end place that you're looking for? If you're a luxury person, don't go for the person that does the budget-friendly options. If you're a budget-friendly person, don't go looking at the luxury person for options. You get what I'm saying? So these are all things that you have to look for, in addition to checking your budget before you making that move, right? Because you paying a relocation specialist does not factor in your deposit, your rent, your setup fees for things such as internet and maybe trash and pool services, the first clean and things like that. that doesn't include all of that. In addition to the fact that you may have to buy a refrigerator or a stove, groceries, things like that, okay? So these are all things that you have to think of and factor into your moving costs when you're moving. So again, do I think relocation services are a scam? No. Do I think there are some scammers offering relocation services? Yes. Will I be offering relocation services? Absolutely not, okay? I just wanted to have that conversation just so we can kind of clear the air. Kitty will not be offering relocation services. If you feel you need relocation services, please reach out to an accredited person. And on that note, one last note. Y'all give me a second. One last note. When you inbox me, you ask me a question. I'm terrible at social media. Have no clue why I thought this would be a good thing for me, because I'm horrible at social media. But also the fact that if you ask me one question, I'll do my best to answer it. But if you give me a bulleted list of questions that may require you to hire one of those relocation specialists or someone that books consulting, I'm gonna let you know, hey, I don't offer relocation services. I just make YouTube videos, okay? Because a lot of times y'all ask me a question, oh, I wanna move to Mexico and I need to know how to get this and how to do this and how to do that. Baby, I can't answer all them questions. And please don't think I'm being rude. Because I'm not trying to be rude, I just want to be honest with you. I'm not going to answer all them questions. That's for a professional. In addition to the fact that things change so often, especially like immigration and all types of things, I don't want to give you bad information. And then you say, well, Kitty said, okay, I don't want to do that for you, okay? So please don't think I'm being rude. I'm just letting you know I don't offer relocation services. Please reach out to one of those people, book a 30-minute or hour. I recommend an hour, honestly, because sometimes it's 3, 4, 5, 6 questions, and then I answer the question, and then it's a follow-up question and a follow-up question. Next thing you know, I'm not doing it, okay? So please don't think I'm being rude. I'm not doing it. Book with a professional, vet the professional, and good luck on your move if that's what you're aiming to do, okay? Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye.